Welcome to Let's Talk About Glam Metal. I'm Jordan and I'm wearing the exact same shirt because this is the only hairband shirt I have.
I'm Colin, and I'm wearing a different shirt because, I don't only have hair metal shirts.
This is the only one I have.
Oh.
You said that. Okay, so here we're getting to the real good stuff. This is where the genre became big. We are reviewing Quiet Riot's third album, Metal Health. You gotta make sure you look at the album cover. And yes, I am getting everything. I'm getting everything off of Wikipedia.
You cannot see that.
And this is the first heavy metal album to reach number 1 on the Billboard Top 200. It was released on March 11th, 1983. And the personnel, the vocalist is Kevin Dubrow. The guitarist is Carlos Cavasso. Rudy Sarzo was the bassist. And Frankie Banali was on drums. And...
yeah.
And... we're editing all of this out, by the way.
I'm not gonna. I won't let him.
Marco's doing it anyway. Okay, so...
I won't let him.
This is, like I said, Quiet Riot's third album. Their first 2 albums were actually only released in Japan, which is weird. Because they couldn't like get a record label to sign them or anything in the U.S. And they had Randy Rhoads for them, who was the guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne's first solo album.
Yes.
And, he's the dude who did the riff on Crazy Train. Absolute legend, died way too young.
Mm-hmm.
That is why the album came out. Or they wanted to finish it after he died.
Yeah.
And there's a song that's dedicated to him called Thunderbird, and it was actually written, most of it was written while Randy was still alive. And they added after he died, they added the final verse as a tribute to him. And he's just entertaining me right now. So he's just entertaining you right now. So yeah, we're gonna get into the actual music now. So the opening track is the title track. It's Metal Health, and in parentheses, Bang Your Head. How did you feel about this song?
I thought it was okay. No, I thought it was all right.
It's a really good, strong start to the album.
It was.
The drums, and then...
I think the drums were the best part of this album.
Yeah, me too. Kevin Dubrow's vocals are really good when he's like, ah! There's this one lyric where he says...
Do that again.
When he's like, come on! I sound more like a grandma than a rock star.
You should join choir, dude. You'd be so good.
No, when he's like, come on!
You sound like the Green Goblin.
Alright, we have a lot more energy in this than our first review.
Yes, we did.
This is way better already. I'm just going to say that. I think we did good here.
Because Marco isn't here.
Yeah, our producer. And there's a lyric where he says, I got a mouth like an alligator. That definitely shines through. Because he's very loud, punchy, aggressive vocals. It's not like the high-pitched vocals like the later hair bands were. This is just a nice, simple song about like teenage rebellion, know? Because it's like the definition of '80s parents don't understand, man.
They don't.
And
they don't understand.
Like I'm edgy and stuff, and then the guitar sounds great on this, and so do the drums. And yeah, I think we spent enough time on that song. Now here is the biggest hit, because this one still plays. This song is actually on GTA Vice City V-Rock, one of the reasons I got into this genre, and that is Come, C-U-M, on Feel the Noise.
Yes, and we're just like, why though?
Yeah,
why come? Like, why spell like that?
Yeah, well, that's just showbiz, baby.
That's just stupid.
This is actually a cover, most people know, of a British glam rock band song that was named Slade, and this song was used to test out how the band sounded when they were signed to the record label, and now I'm just realizing that we didn't say what label this is by, so I'm going to see if it's on here. It says Sony Music Entertainment on Spotify, so we'll go with Sony. but they made this song because
The Spider-Man hoarders.
Sure. The label wanted to test out to see how they sounded musically, so they went with the cover. And famously, Frankie Banali, the drummer, none of them wanted to do it, but then he had this really good. You know, his drums sounded awesome, and then Kevin Dubrow, the lead vocalist, was like, "Come on, man! I thought we were gonna play bad." And then he's like, "Well, just sing bad then." And then the version of the song that you hear on the album is the first take, but that's a damn good first take.
Yeah.
Like the bad vocals made it better.
I thought it was.
It
That was
wouldn't
good.
sound
Yeah,
as
no.
good if it was clean. I mean, the lyrics in most of these songs are very simple. It's basically, the song is basically just like, yeah, I'm crazy, people don't understand me, let's go have sex.
So like
That's basically what the song
every
is.
teenager.
Yeah, sure.
I'm crazy. Nobody understands me. Let's have sex.
Yeah, and those drums are really the best part of the song, you know, and like that opening part, and then what I was doing before, the come on, that's the best part of the song.
Come on.
Yeah, and that's enough to say about that song, right?
Yeah.
All right, now we got like I don't know if this is the right word to describe it, but kind of a funky song. Don't Want to Let You Go.
Yes.
Nice little soft love song. I thought it was pretty good. I like the guitars, drums, of course.
Yeah.
Vocals still sounded nice, but
Very
it's kind of
long.
weird. His aggressive vocals just sound kind of weird on love songs.
You want to do an example of his aggressive vocals?
Come on!
You sound like a fucking crow. You sound like a crow.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, this is another example of very simple. This is another good example of very simple lyrics. There's a part where he's like, "She's one of a kind."
You sound
like a supervillain.
You sound like that one dude from Lord of the Rings. Precious.
Yeah, but like it's a bit too long. That is one of the complaints I have with pretty much every song on this album. They're slightly too long. And it's funny because there's a Frankie Banali quote where he's like, Kevin really knew how to cut the fat on these songs. And yeah, it's like 14. I almost said 14. Yeah, most of them are 4 minutes long. That's not super long. Like there's Metallica songs that are 7 minutes. I don't know, but it just feels a bit too long, and all the guitars kind of just start to blend in.
Yes.
And it's still good, but playing it just blends in. Next we got. Is this the glam metal version of "I'm in Love with My Car"? Slick Black Cadillac, kind of.
Kinda.
Or not? This is a nice little.
I'm in love with my car.
This is a nice little tribute to a Slick Black Cadillac. It's a bit too long again, but it's kind of nice. I feel like he speaks more poetically about the car than actual girls. This is better than "Don't Want to Let You Go." And this is the one that people consider a power ballad. A couple years before "Home Sweet Home," which I would say started it. Although we're going off of VH1 documentaries because we weren't alive.
Yep.
But it's called "Love's a Bitch." Demonetized.
Yeah.
This is where I think the
Loves
album.
a female dog.
Yeah. This is where the album starts to lose steam for me, and it kind of. It's not that it's slow. It just everything kind of just starts to blend in, and it's not great.
Yes.
Breathless. I've already forgot this song. I'm being honest. And we just listened to it an hour ago.
Yeah.
It was okay. Let's go with that.
Yeah, it was okay.
Now we got Run for Cover. I like this one because it had like fast-paced vocals, and that's all I have to say about that one.
Yes,
Nice
little
solo.
Good.
Nice little solo.
So, yes.
And here's an actual song that was instrumental, just the guitar solo, no lyrics, battle axe. I don't know crap about music, so to me this feels like a slightly quieter version of Eruption, the Eddie Van Halen song.
In other words, it was good.
I would like to apologize to everybody who had their eardrums damaged.
I won't.
And then Let's Get Crazy. This song is just boring again.
Oh.
It's kind of weird to say this is boring. It's like
because
this album is good
crazy.
background. This album is good background music. You know, like the first two songs, everybody's like, "Yeah, man," and then everything else, it's like, okay, this is nice background music, but nothing
I
very
swear to God, I'm gonna fall.
pumpy.
Stop.
I don't know. That's not. That's a weird word. Let's Get Crazy. This feels like a song that was made specifically for live audiences because it's very melodic and it's like everybody's repeating the same stuff back. And then here's the song that was a tribute to Randy Rhoads, even though most of it was written when he was alive.
Yes.
Which I think is kind of weird. Thunderbird.
Thunderbird.
It's about him, like flying up to heaven. I like it.
And then he flies up to die.
I'm sorry. He died in a plane crash.
I made that joke when we were listening to it.
Yeah, and
It's fucked up.
we didn't finish Danger Zone because that wasn't on the original album.
Because
that was
this
an
guy,
unreleased
because
song.
as we were listening to it, he was like, "Let me show you my favorite power ballads."
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were just going in the scene in general. We wanted to get in the
Yeah.
in the mood. So
In the mood.
unlike the last album, we're actually gonna rate this one out of 10. So I'd say the first half is better. There's a solid. The first 4 songs in a row there. Mental Health, Bang Your Head, Come On Feel the Noise, Don't Want to Let You Go, and Slick Back Cadillac. Those are all pretty good. I'm not gonna say they're all classics, but the first 2
They're
are.
good.
This better not become a tradition on here.
It's gonna become a tradition.
But in like the solo's alright. There's a lot of songs that are decent, but the first 4 songs I'd say are really good. So
They're really I'm jumping out.
no. I'd say overall there's better albums out there in this genre. I would give this one a 7 out of 10. What about you?
Okay.
What about you? I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
6? Alright, yeah.
Yes.
We should do favorite and least favorite tracks. My favorite is the title track, Mental Health, Bang Your Head. I think, because Come On Feel the Noise is a cover, and I actually like it more than the original, but Mental Health is just better. It feels less repetitive. It's got a cool music video with him breaking out of the insane asylum, which I did not show to you, so I would like to apologize for that.
Oh no, I don't forgive you. You deserve death.
Okay, moving on. I don't know. I guess my least favorite's Breathless because I forgot about it.
What's Breathless?
I don't remember. So, what was your favorite and least favorite track?
I don't know. They were all pretty good.
I am so sorry.
Don't apologize.
Do you have a least favorite?
My least favorite was Breathless.
Okay.
What was
we forgot
Breathless?
about it. I don't remember. We're gonna play a little bit of it after this.
My favorite would have to be Thunderbird because it sounded really nice.
Yeah, that was a nice little tribute.
It was nice, yes.
So yeah, what are we doing next week? Let me take out the notebook.
If I'm not busy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know what we're doing? Def Leppard Pyromania. Getting into some quality. Yeah, Def Leppard, one of the hair bands that doesn't like to be called hair bands. Alright, so that's going to be it for this week. And we'll see you next time on Let's Talk About Glam Metal. Bye.
Hey.